Hi guys, it's your guy here, the unknown trader. Okay, and my objective remains the same: to help you become a consistent and profitable trader. Okay, it's not gonna happen overnight. You have to practice. Okay, you have to spend more time on the charts. I can't emphasize that enough. You have to spend more time on the charts. Okay, I can't tell you how much time I spend on the chart, but just believe me, I spend nights and days on the charts, analyzing candle by candle. It doesn't matter what time frame. If it's a 1 minute time frame, I analyze candle by candle. Okay, I will just show you how I do it. So the objective of this video is to show you how to get the best entries. Okay, and I have posted 2 previous videos about this subject, but they were too long, so I just want to post short videos that you can watch in a short space of time. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I have a signal day. Go to my previous videos, you'll learn about signal days, because if I just start to explain, it's gonna go over an hour and go on and on and on. So I want this video to be as short as I can. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to 1 hour. I told you, unless it's a continuation trade whereby the market has already broken up or down and it's just continuing either going up or down, I'm gonna be looking to trade after the first hour. Okay, unless it's a continuation. On a continuation, yes, I can take a trade after the first 15 minutes, but if it's a trade like this where you can see the market started going up again and then I have to reanalyze everything, I am always looking to open a trade at 9 o'clock. Okay, at 9 o'clock. Even today, there was a trade I took at 9 o'clock. I will show you. Okay, 9 o'clock to 9:30. That is the time at which I'm looking for an entry, and also 9:45. Okay, so I want to be on the market for only 2 hours. Only 2 hours maximum. Okay, if I get an opportunity right at 9 o'clock, then good. I want to be there only 1 hour, because I'm only coming to the charts at 8 o'clock, start analyzing, but I want to take my first trades starting from 9 o'clock. Okay, so let's jump into it. Okay, I gave you my entry criteria in my previous video. However, I'm gonna do that. I might just do that again. Okay, so what do we need? Let me just write over here my entry criteria. Okay, unfortunately, when I start explaining things like this, the video just goes on and on and on, and it becomes long for some of you. Okay, but I believe if you really want to be consistent, you must invest time into learning. So this is criteria for entering. Okay, that's what I'm gonna give you, and criteria for entries. Okay, so the first criteria is based on what you are looking for. As I told you, my signal day told me that I'm looking for a sell, therefore I'm looking for a sell high. Okay, based on my signal day. I don't just come to the markets and try to guess the direction. I never do that, and I'm never ever gonna do that. Okay, I always use my signal days. So based on this day, because I was looking for a sell, then I need a high to be put in place. Okay, because if you're gonna sell, you need a high to be put in place. Okay, these fonts are a bit big, so I'm just gonna reduce them to 10. 10 is too small. I want something you can follow. Okay, so this is the high. I want to see the high in place. I want to see a pattern. Okay, pattern is either double M, double bottom, triple top, triple bottom, head and shoulder, and all those famous reversal patterns. Okay, you can just search them on Google, but you must understand the psychology behind every pattern you are looking at. Okay, if it's a head and shoulder, understand the psychology. Why do they give a head and shoulder? Okay, you just have to understand the psychology behind. Okay, I want to know why before I just cram that, hey, if I see an M, then it means it might be going down. No, why? Okay, understand the psychology. You need engulf. I need to see the engulf candle. Okay, And usually I also want to see a pin engulf, okay? So I'll just say again, I want to see a pin engulf, okay? Let's see, pin engulf, okay? I want to see a pin engulf, okay? So these are the things I want to see. Wait, let me continue. I want to see a breakout, either a breakout of the pattern or a breakout out of consolidation, okay? Okay, I want to see 3 push back into the trade. This is crucial. This one tells you that they've locked the level, okay? 3 pushes into the pattern or breakout, okay? 3 pushes into the pattern or breakout, okay? 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we want to identify trapped traders, okay? Trapped traders, that's what we want to be able to see. We want to see trapped volume, in other words, because when I say trap volume, you must see that, oh, many people are trapped at this level, okay? Because the markets do 3 things: they show, they trap, and they reverse. So just copy this somewhere, because I'm not gonna write it again as I go, okay? I'm not gonna write it again. It just takes time. Look at the video now. It's almost 6 minutes 30 seconds, and it wasn't supposed to be like that, okay? Anyhow, let's go. Now we see that, okay, if I just try to, you see, this is the Asian session, starts in the morning, okay? And then it breaks down, it's okay, opens, gold, makes a high, and comes and registers a low. Then it starts pulling back, okay? It starts going back inside, okay? Let's see. It starts going back inside. 1 2 3, okay? 1 2 3. It goes up in 3 pushes, okay? It's actually 1 2 3, guys. That you will be seeing the number 3 too many times. So if you can count 1 2 3, then you can become a consistent trader, okay? I always put this 3 every time. Every time I make a video, I will be talking about 3, because you cannot separate the number 3 from the markets, okay? It's a psychological number, okay? That's why they use it every day. I'm gonna show you something, okay? 1 2 3, okay? They broke out of the Asian session, and then they came down, and then they gave 3 pushes back to the top. But these are not the 3 pushes I'm talking about here on my entry criteria, okay? They are not these 3 pushes. I'll show you. And then they gave us a pattern. I told you a pattern is double top, triple top, M's and W's, and all sort of stuff like that, okay? And kindly bear in mind that we are not trying to catch the high of the day, okay? Is this our pattern? Yes, it's a pattern, but is it like the high of the day? Have they registered the high of the day? We don't know, okay? We don't know at this point, okay? We don't know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start analyzing this market. I'm on a 1 minute chart. However, we must know what happens each hour, each minute, and each 15 minute, okay, and each 4 hour, okay? So we're gonna be analyzing all those candles on a 1 minute time frame, okay? Let me show you how. We're gonna look. This is actually, let me take this, let me drag this all the way up here, okay, so that you can see the times, okay? This is gonna be our, okay, it's 6. Look at the time at the bottom. It's saying it's 6 o'clock. This broker, if you look at the server time, it's behind in 2 hours. Look at the time right now. It's saying 12:54. However, here it's saying 10:54. So you can't change the server time, okay? That's one advantage they have over you, okay? Because that's how they confuse you. Just make sure everything aligns. So since this one is behind in 2 hours, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure our session comes at the right time, okay? So 6 o'clock here, I know it's 8 o'clock, okay? So I'm gonna look for 7 o'clock, which will be 5 o'clock. So let's see. Okay, this is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock opened here. 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock actually opened here, but it's gonna be 5 o'clock on our here on our charts because of the 7 time that I've just shown you. And this line is just, I don't use trend lines, guys. I just use this line to see which side are they on. So now I can see that okay, they are still working, that they are on the uptrend. Okay, they're going up, as you can see. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete it so that everything becomes visible. I don't use trend lines. If you do and they are working for you, good. Okay, I'm not here to say, hey, this one is good, this one is bad. No, there are many ways. Okay, there are many ways, hence people have different strategies. So I'm not here to write off any strategy and say this one is the best, this one is not the best. I'm showing you what works for me and will work for you. Okay, so this is 7 o'clock open, and then 7 o'clock made a high. Okay, at this point the high has not been taken out. Okay, so it also made a low of which we will drag. Okay, however, kindly note that we will be drawing these lines on real time, hence we won't be able to see the low until the next hour is registered. Like for instance, we won't be able to know the high and the low of 7 o'clock until it hits 8 o'clock. Okay, because that's the only time you'll be sure that, oh, now they've put the high and the low in place. So now I'm just gonna put the time, 7 a.m. open. Okay, and I always do this in all of my videos. Why? Because I want you to understand how to do this. I'm on a 1 minute chart, however I am analyzing the big time frames, okay, on this 1 minute chart. So this one is low of 7. Okay, I'm just gonna put low down here, and this one is the high. Okay, so I'm gonna write high over here. Okay, yes, I hope this video won't be that long. Okay, so what I know is 7 o'clock is the open of a new 4-hour candle. So I'm taking it from a new 4-hour candle. Why? Because okay, your 4-hour candles or the 4-hour candles open at 11 p.m. That's 11 o'clock last night. They go like 12, 1, 2, 3. At 3, we have a new 4-hour candle opening. It goes from 3. It says 4, 5, 6, 7. You see, 11. It goes 12, 1, 2, 3. And then from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At 7, we have a new 4-hour candle, and from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, we're gonna have a new 4-hour candle. And if you look carefully here, 11 o'clock is when my session ends. Okay, I only want to be on the market during these times. Okay, however, I'm coming at 8 o'clock, but my first open will start from 9 o'clock. So I want to be on the chart from 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's why I say 2 hours. These are the hours at which I am looking for an entry. These are the hours at which I'm active. And then once it hits 11, if there is nothing, then I do nothing. Okay, I just get off the charts and continue with other things. Okay, then I will come back later during US session, and I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna come at 2 o'clock. However, I want to open my first position at 3 o'clock. Okay, unless it's a continuation. Maybe the first session took it down, second, and then I'm expecting the second session to also take it down. That's why they can just give you an inside candle on the 15-minute time frame and then continue. So unless it's a continuation pattern, I am not willing to be on the market on the first hour. Okay, so I only want to be here for 2 hours. This is 3 hour my session times, and I'm just gonna let the first hour trade so that it paints a picture, and I'm gonna open my first position when after 9 o'clock has opened. Okay, that gives me 2 hours. Why? Because we are humans, we have emotions, we get tired. These guys are many. There are too many, and they are from different continents. When we talk about the Asian session, we are talking about moving the markets from Asia. When you talk about the London session, we are talking about the guys moving the market from London. When we talk about USA, we are talking about different guys moving the market from US. And as you can see, they only work 3 hours, and then this is gap time. Usually on this time, this is where this guy calls this guy and tells them, okay, this is what I've done, and you just do this and this and this. I've guys trapped where, I've guys trapped there. You go there, collect those orders. I'm talking about stop losses, pending orders, and all sort of stuff. Go collect them and go, and you can go which direction. This guy during the gap time, he knocks off, he gets on a call and talk to this guy. Oh, this is what I did. You can just go back and then collect orders, hit those stops, and then continue down. Okay, because these guys have an organized plan. So if you're gonna be sitting on the market the whole day, then you're gonna be frustrated, then you're gonna be tired. By the time it hits new US session, which is more volatile than these two sessions, okay, if you only trade the US session, you can be highly profitable, okay, because it's more volatile. But for me, I want London and US, because I know that, okay, if you look here, I've grouped my currencies based on which ones move during which session. You see, I have Asia 1 hour, 15 minutes, 4 hours, but these days I use the 1 minute time frame. Okay, I use the 1 hour to analyze and see my signal days. Okay, and I'm gonna use the 15 minutes maybe to see if they haven't broken out, if there are consolidation and all sort of stuff. And once I see something, I'm gonna come down to 1 minute. That's where everything happens. Okay, sorry for the video, it might be getting long, but I believe you have to learn more. Okay, so all in all, that's what I do. Okay, so if you're gonna be sitting on the charts for 10 hours, you're gonna get tired, because this is an emotional business. Okay, it's not gambling, it's not gambling. Okay, if you think of it as gambling, find something else to do. This is a business. That's why you must learn and understand everything. That's why I told you this is a pattern. You must understand why. Okay, sorry for that. I told you that number 3 is a psychological number. They're saying we are going up, we are going up, we are going up. At the beginning of the session, everybody's excited. You are using your indicators. Your indicators are late. They're showing an up late, and it says maybe it says buy. And then when it comes here again, it says buy, because your indicators think this is just a pullback. This is just up, pulling, whereas it's not. They are now trapping. Okay, they are now trapping. So you must understand why. 3 pushes. If somebody passes your home and say, oh, say maybe you're a Christian, and they say, oh, there is an organization that is giving free Bibles. You might be triggered, but you won't go. Second person passes holding 3 Bibles and tells you the same thing. Oh, there's an organization giving 3 Bibles for free. And then, yes, you'll be triggered. But if a third person passes and says, hey, there is an organization run, they're giving free Bibles, go and get yours. That's when you will just jump and go. Your mind operates like that. Usually, it takes 3 times for your mind to process things, okay? So that's why they always use the number 3, which is an emotional number. So now we need a high. Okay, we have a high right now. Is it a high? We don't know. We have a pattern. Is this pattern like is it a legit pattern? We don't know. Okay, because even here, this is an M. Okay, even this is an M, extended M. We know we have different kinds of M. We have different kinds of double tops. M is just a double top. Okay. Why? Because they use it to show you that we're going up. You buy. They pull back. You think this is just a pullback. It's a pullback, as your books tell you that, okay, sell, buy. And then you think it's a pullback. They say we're going up again. You say, oh, yes, they're going up. That's the psychology behind. If you understand the business cycle, then you'll understand this more. Okay? And they show you going up, and you think they're still going up, whereas they are trapping. However, we are not sure that this high is the last high. We are not even sure if this pattern is the last or it's a legit pattern. Okay, so what do? We wait for a breakout. Okay, in this case they broke out of the pattern. Oh, that's good. So now we are waiting for 3 pushes. If they give you 3 pushes, that's when you can be sure that they have locked the high. This is a lock. 1, 2, 3. I've told you number 3 shows you that we're going up. Okay, once they go up 3 times, then you are sure that they've locked the level. All you will be waiting for is another push that fails and an engulf. As you can see, there are 2 pins here and an engulf. This can be your entry. If you miss this one, it's still fine. You can still get you see it pins again, engulfs. This is your another entry. If you still doubt and want to be safe, you can wait for an engulf, which engulfs everything, all the nonsense that has been happening just gets engulfed. Okay, however, I didn't continue with my time. I wanted to continue with my time so that you understand. Okay, let's see. Okay, what time is it here? It's still okay. This is the high of 8 o'clock. Why are we saying this is the high of 8 o'clock? Because 9 o'clock has already traded and we have seen what 9 o'clock has done. This is the open of 8 o'clock. Why? Because we can see that it's the first candle on the session time. So what we do now is we can just pull this, and put it over here. And where is the low of 8? This is the low of 8. Okay, in this case the low is almost near the open, so we can just say, okay, this is the low of 8 o'clock, and then we just change times over here. Okay, because I think this will help you understand the 1 minute chart better. Okay, this is this is 8, and also this is the open of 8 o'clock. Okay, this is the open of let me see, this is the open of 8 o'clock. Okay, let's just do it like this. This is the open of 8 o'clock. Okay, and then this is the high of 8 o'clock. And if you look at my videos, nothing ever changes. Why? Because nothing ever changes. Markets don't change, they haven't changed, they'll never change. Okay, so this is 8 o'clock. Where does 9 o'clock open? Because I told you I'm waiting for 9 o'clock. On this chart it's gonna be 7. Okay, look at the bottom. If you look down here, you'll see that okay, it's 7 o'clock opens here, which is 8 o'clock. So it's is it on? Yes, it's on this candle. So where is the open of this candle? This is where 9 o'clock opens. Okay, everything, guys, is gonna be the same. I'm never gonna change anything right here. I'm gonna keep talking about the same things over and over and over again, because nothing ever changes. Once you begin to grasp this, then you'll be profitable. And you don't think I'm using fancy indicators because you see this color. This is only the session time. It's I session. If you just go to Google and Google I session MT4, you'll get it. It's free. And these lines, this is whole numbers, and these are numbers at which banks are usually gonna react. Okay, so it's just like, okay, if it's 2 rand straight, if it's 2 rand 50, 2 rand 20, unlike if it's 2 rand 28 cent, no, it's like maybe it's 2 rand 50. This is only the prices. Okay, these are the prices. These lines only tell me that okay, now they've hit a whole number on the price, and those are levels at which institutions are likely to react. So you have to pay attention to that as well. Okay, as you can see, they gave a pattern just near this number. This is 25, this is 00, this is 50. Okay, so you just have to understand that. So there's no fancy indicator that tells me to buy or to sell. Okay, and usually I don't even need all these indicators. Okay, I know where my session starts. I know where most of the whole numbers are if I can just look at the charts. Okay, so you also see like these dots. This is the higher low of yesterday. Okay, where yesterday opened and where it closed. Okay, so I just want to be aware of that. So now 9 o'clock opened here. Okay, this is where 9 o'clock opened, and then now we want to trade the 15-minute candle as well, because 9 is my hour. Okay, so actually I start at 9, so I want to be able to see where each 15-minute candle opens. So 15-minute has opened on this okay, same point as 9 opened. It's fine. So where is 30 opening? 9:30. Let's see, 9:30. Okay, 9:30 opened on this candle over here. Okay, this doji candle, this is gonna be 9:30. Okay, because 9 o'clock and 9:15 opened almost at the same place. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is it. And usually 9:30 it's the time that closes everything. It's the time where you in most cases get your entry. 9:30 to 9:45. Okay, but pay attention to 9:30, pay attention to 3:30 if you are on the US session. Okay, 9:30 to 3:30, 3 o'clock to 3:30. This actually the 9 from 9 to 10. Pay attention to this hour. From 3, where if you are on the US session, 3 to 4, pay attention to that hour as well, because it's gonna be the most volatile hour of the day. Okay, so now I showed you this is your first entry. You can get your second entry. So you got your first entry at 9:15. After 9:15, 9:30 you got another opportunity to enter, and 9:45 gave you a last pull till moving the markets down. And it's, let me just repeat, in most days it will be important to take only 50 pips, because markets are designed in a very crazy way. They can go 50 pips and then just go reverse. So if you take 50 pips, you might think you're not profitable, but in the long run you will be profitable, because most of the days your target will be hit. If you say 100, most of the days your targets won't be hit. I know that if you are taking, for instance, 0.1, you will want to get 100 pips so that you can get $100 right away, but it doesn't work like that. As you can see, even here, they just came to 90, and then they started going back and back and back again, you see. So sometimes taking 50 pips, it's safe. I'll even show you. Okay, so I believe you are able to see your entry. Once they trade back in 3 pushes, then you know this was the high. Yes, obviously this was the high which was locked. Okay, and as you can see, each subsequent push is lower than the former one. Okay, this push is high starting from here. This push is high, this push is low, this one is low, this one is low, this is low. So they are trying to tell you that we are not gonna untrap all the traders that are trapped. So I told you, be able to identify trap volume. So if you put a box like this, then everybody above the box is trapped. Okay, you can clearly see everybody above the trap going up is trapped. Even those who took this 1, 2, 3, what, everybody who was going up here is trapped. So when you enter here, and when you enter here, because of the time, the time is gonna play a crucial role, because now it's after 9. Now the market will be ready to reverse. This is an important hour, guys. Note it down and look at it. Okay, when you're practicing, always look at the 9. If you are trading the Asian session, which opens at 2 a.m. This is South African time, 2 a.m. If you are on this session, then pay attention to 3 o'clock all the way to 4 o'clock, but giving most of your attention to 3:30 and 3:45. Okay, this one you must just pay attention to 9 to 10 o'clock, and this one US, you must pay attention to 3 o'clock. Okay, so that's how they work. So I think we are done with this one, because once they give you 3 pushes like this, then you are sure that okay, this is a legit pattern, and this is the high, because they locked it and they are now done with trapping, so they are going down. If you say you want 50 pips from any of these levels, still you will get your 50 pips. Okay, this is like, here's your 50 pips if you took the third entry, here's your 50 pips if you took the first entry, and here's your 50 pips if you took the first entry. Okay, so all these 3 entries did give you your 50 pips. Yes, it went all the way to 90, but I strongly prefer taking 50 pips every day until you get experience. Why? Because this 50 pips will be hit most of the time. However, sometimes they will just go and tap on 50 and then reverse. These are the markets, guys. And when you gain experience, you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, because most people want to get pips. Remember, it's not a number. I repeat, it's not a number of pips. It's about the quality of your trade. Okay, this is guaranteed. This is guaranteed. If you understand everything that's happening here, all the trapping and numbers and all sort of stuff, then you know this is guaranteed. So it's better to get a 50 guaranteed pips than to try and get 100 which are not even guaranteed. Okay, this is less stress. You entered here, you got your 50 pips within 36 minutes, then you lock your screen and wait for the next session. Okay, get out of the screen. Don't give back to the market, because let me tell you something that is highly important. Okay, when you go to the chart, you must be at the best state of your mind. Okay, If you are not like, if you are stressed or whatsoever, you can't come and open a trade, because the markets are cruel, they have no emotions, okay? And you're just gonna mess up everything, okay? So it's better not to open a trade if you are not ready. Why? Because if you don't open, then your capital is reserved, it's saved, okay? So yeah, that's how it works. That's what I will say for now, okay? You must be at the best stage of your mind. So if you are in, you came 8 o'clock, you opened a trade, it took roughly 30 minutes to complete, then you are happy, and you are actually at the best state of your mind. Even when you come back to the US session, you have forgotten, all the excitement is gone, okay? Now you're coming with a fresh mind, okay? Maybe you can go jog, you can do something, go to the mall and get something whatsoever, and then come back at 2 o'clock, wait for the first session to trade, and enter around the second session. Okay, let me just show you. I don't want to take much of your time. Okay, this one was 12. Okay, this one was 12, but let's look at this one. Let's see the market. This one is just continuing, as you can see. So you can take your trade during the first hour, because I told you that unless it's a continuation pattern, I don't want to be on the market for the first hour. But this is just a continuation. You can see it's going down, and this is just a simple pullback. Now it's going down again. So for this one, it's gonna be easy. You can draw your line just to see if they're still at the top side, because you don't want to be counter trending, okay? Counter trending, you don't want to be selling whilst they're still going up. You don't want to sell here whilst they're still going up, okay? But the criteria remains the same. You need a pattern, but I want to show you something fascinating right here, okay? And that's all I'm gonna show you for the upcoming 2 to 3 minutes, because I want to conclude this video. You see, this is an M, okay? We have 3 types of M. Just go and Google them, you'll see them, okay? Just Google M patterns, you'll see them. We have an M which is equal. We have an M which, like, this first leg is at the top, the second one is at the bottom, and we have this extended one where the second leg is at the top. So these are our M's, okay? So now we can just delete this line, because we have seen that they have broken out, okay? And then now we have our M. Is it a legit M? Is it this a legit pattern? Is our high even legit? First things we know is we are at a number, okay? If you look, I have those small numbers which I showed you. This is 25. Just go and Google sweet spot on Google, sweet spot MT4. Then you can download this indicator for free, okay? So all we know is that now we have an M pattern, okay? This is our M. This is our M pattern. This is our M pattern, okay? This is our M pattern, okay? This is our M, okay? In other words, this is our double top, okay? For someone, you can say, okay, it's a triple top. Still, it's fine. It's up to you, okay? And now let's see what they do. They break out from this pattern, and then they give us 3 pushes: 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle. This is 3 pushes back, and they immediately engulf it. So you don't have to wait, because usually continuation patterns don't take that much long to complete. So this is a 3 push. So the only variations you'll have, or something you'll have to learn, is the 3 pushes. Understand how they happen. Then see, after they give you a pin and an engulf, then they are ready to shift the zones, okay? This was an easy trade for 50 pips on the US session, because if you're taking 50 pips, your trade is done in 43 minutes. As you can see, here it is. From this line to this line, it's 50 pips, you see? And I told you these are the lines where markets are likely to react. Just see, it bounces and goes back and comes and bounces on this line again, and then it breaks it. So just look, they pinned the number before coming down. So these numbers are highly important. They are whole numbers at which institutions are more likely to react. You're gonna be seeing this every time, okay? So yeah, they're important to understand. So what I'm trying to show you is that you need trades that complete fast, okay? You don't want to be on the screen for 5 hours, 8 hours, or whatsoever, okay? 50 pips now completed. On this day, you took 100 pips, okay? You took 100 pips, stress free. All this 100 pips completed within an hour, okay, within an hour. The first one took roughly 30 minutes, the second one took roughly 45 minutes to complete, and then you have your 100 pips. So what makes the difference here? The lot size. The lot size makes all the difference. Okay, the lot size makes all the difference. Okay, if you know you're having a guaranteed trade, you are not scared of taking it, then the lot size will play a huge difference. Don't try to get to maximize or optimize the number of pips you get. No, try to get less pips using high lot sizes, then you will be good to go. Okay, you will be good to go. Okay, as you can see, this is crazy. 30 minutes, 100 pips complete. Let me just check. 50 pips complete. Let me just take a person who entered here got 50 pips at 27 minutes. Less than 30 minutes, your 50 pips were hit. On this trade, less than 1 hour, your 50 pips were hit. Here's 50 pips in 43 minutes. As you can see, there's a 43. The first 43 is 43 minutes. Why? Because we are on a 1 minute time frame, and that 43 represent 43 bars. So if we are counting 43 bars which are made up of 1 minute, that gives us 43 minutes. Okay, so yeah, this is how you approach it. I won't usually show you this Asian session because I don't care about it. Okay, so here's another trade. I told you I want to be on the second hour unless it's a continuation pattern. This is the following day. What do they give you? I'm not gonna reanalyze everything as I've showed you how to analyze on a 1 minute chart, okay? But we're just gonna draw our pattern, okay? Actually, no, I'm making a mistake. Let me just making a mistake, because this is not how I draw my pattern usually, but this is how I draw my pattern. Okay, I just expand a little bit so that everything becomes visible, and then here's my W. You see, this is the first leg, and this is the this is when it goes down. Indicators tell you it's a pullback, then it comes up, and then it goes down again. This is my M pattern. Okay, let me draw it in a better way, because maybe you are not seeing this. Okay, I just want to make it so clear so that even when you draw, you won't get confused. This is my first leg of M. Okay, this is my M. Let me just blow it up. This is my second leg of M. Okay, and then this is my second leg of M, and then now I have a complete pattern. This is a pattern. Okay, this is a pattern. This is a pattern. This is a pattern. Okay, now you have your pattern. Is it the high? Is the high locked? We don't know until they do what? Until they trade back into it in how many pushes? 3 pushes. Okay, and remember, I've showed you already 2 different 3 pushes where it was 3 candles and 1, 2, 3. So all you need is 3 pushes. Okay, they gave us an M. Is it a legit M? Is it a legit pattern? A legit pattern will be at the top, which means the high will be locked. Is this a legit pattern? We don't know. Okay, so we wait. Now let's see. The markets do what? They go up, they come down. Okay, this is one. I told you about the variation. Understand the variations of M. There are many different of pushes that they're gonna give you. Okay, this is another push. We write what? 2. Okay, this is gonna happen every day, day in, day out. 2, and then we waiting for the last push. Are we gonna get those pushes? This is number 3. Okay, markets are not perfect, just have a strict rule. Now we know. Okay, good. They gave us an M and they traded 1, 2, 3 back into the pattern after the pattern was broken out. Pay attention to the time. What time do they engulf the pattern? This candle is 9:50. I told you about the hour, 9 o'clock. 9:50. They are shifting the pattern away from this. Once they give you 3 pushes and an engulf, they are moving away from the trapping and all this nonsense. So guys, here you got your perfect trade. let's see, did it give you 50? It gave you 45 pips in 66 minutes, which is perfect, okay, which is perfect. And you must pay attention that they are likely to react on this level. So even when you set your take profit, you know what to anticipate. You see, this was perfect, guys, and this happened today. But I took this one, okay, I took this one. Let me show you what happened. I took this trade. Unfortunately or fortunately for me, I took it early, okay, and I'll show you what happened. Okay, is this today? No. Yes, this happened today. Yeah, this happened today because I took this trade. I knew that already. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they pulled back in 3 pushes. You see, the number 3 is everywhere. You can't take away the number 3 from the markets. Okay, 1, I showed you even in the previous one, they pulled back in 3 pushes. Why? 3 pushes is a psychological number. Your mind is likely to react on the number 3. So I calculated these numbers 1, 2, 3, and I saw this pinning gulf. Okay, I saw this pinning gulf. When you get experience, this will help you. Okay, I saw this pinning gulf. I saw this pinning gulf at a number. Okay, at what time? Pay attention. It's going to 9:30. Okay, 9:27. I saw this 9:27. Okay, don't want to lie to you. I saw this 9:27, and immediately when this closed, I took my trade. Okay, when today, I took it today, right here. Okay, and this one gave me 50 pips exactly. 50 pips exactly. You see, that's how I'm even showing you. It gave me 50 pips exactly. Then it pulled back and closed everybody who entered here. That's why I'm telling you something. If you say 50 pips, most of the time your target will be hit. But for you now, since you still, most of you must still be starting to understand this thing, always wait for 1, 2, 3 back. I took it because I understood 1, 2, 3, and I had a signal day which I was expecting down. Okay, but however, remember there are 3 sessions. Okay, which means they can still go down on the US session, but I'm not saying they're gonna go down. Look at market behavior. Yes, my thesis says they're gonna go down, but you must pay attention to market behavior. That's why I also paid attention to market behavior. I took it here. Yes, it could have still gone up, but I understood something. Look, this is a number. Okay, this is a number. So I had a couple of confluences. Yes, it's not safe. It's a bit risky. It's highly risky, actually. I don't recommend somebody taking it here unless you understand what's happening. Okay, I took it here and it gave 50 pips straight. If you took it here, good, but it gave you 45 pips. Okay, it gave you 45 pips. And yes, of course, you were expecting them to react on this level. However, 45 is close to 50. That's why I always say 50 pips. Somebody took it back to this low. Somebody took it back to the low of the day. But it didn't get there. Okay, so it's much easier to take 50 pips than it is to take 100. Okay, tell me, this is 3 days following each other. They've never hit the 100 pip target after giving you a very good entry. So if you are, that's what I used to do. I used to wait for 100 pips, but believe me, yes, you'll get it maybe once a week. And all these days you'll be leaving free capital here on the markets, whereas you can just capitalize. This is the third 50 pips you have taken ever since Friday. Okay, that's 150 pips. So you can only use high lot sizes. Okay, but you must have a signal day. So I have signal days, and I'm still gonna make more videos where I show you signal days. Okay, so guys, I thank you. These are your entries. Wait for them to give you a pattern, break out of the pattern or break out of the structure, and then trade back into it in 3 pushes, and then show you that now they are going away. They will try to trade back into it and fail. So for me, I knew that this engulf was done. Where? Why? They're engulfing at a number. Okay, so once you understand things like this, then everything, your journey is gonna be very, very, very easy. Okay, and you will stop blowing accounts, because you are blowing accounts on silly things. Okay, you're blowing your accounts on silly things. Just understand why the market will go in three pushes. Understand that when they are trying to buy, these guys find it hard to buy. Why? Because they open big positions. So they must first show you, guys, buy, buy, buy. And everybody who's buying here is buying high. These guys are selling here. Why? They're selling high. Okay, that's what they must show you. Buy, buy, buy. Then they reverse. They show, they trap, they reverse. Now you know that everybody going up here is trapped. Okay, now everybody going up here is trapped. You know that. And once you are able to identify trap traders, then you are good to go. This is your perfect entry, guys. This is your perfect entry. Look at the timing, it's so perfect. So once the timing becomes perfect, then what are you scared of? Once the timing becomes perfect, there's nothing to fear. Enter and then manage your trade. It only took, let me count, it only took 70 minutes to hit your profit. That's 1 hour. So you are on the market 1 hour. You close the charts. Focus on something. Go have some fun. You see now, this is gap time. I'm doing nothing. They gave a pin in golf. They're just trapping people. They are doing nothing. Okay, people sold here because this very same thing actually they gave you here, they gave you here again. Then they try to fool you, showing you that now we are going. But this is not my session times. I don't want to be on the market during these times. It's gap times. Okay, it's algorithms moving the markets right now, or it's people buying and selling. Okay, so the thing is, you want to be there at the right time. 1 hour, 2 hours, get in, get what you want, get out of the market. Okay, if you saw this, somebody could have taken this if you have another strategy for it. Now I don't have a strategy, so I wouldn't even bother. Even if I see this, okay, yes, they've given a sort of a W, they've engulfed it, I won't enter because I don't care. I've got what I wanted. I don't want to give it back. If I make something from a session, I don't want to give it back. Okay, I want to wait for the following session when my mind is now stable. Okay, when all the excitement of winning here is gone, because when you're excited, you'll feel like you own the markets now, and you can just take and take and take, and before you know it, you've given back everything you made. Okay, so I prefer taking one per session and then getting what I want, locking it, getting off the screen, focusing on something. Okay, you can go to sleep, it's fine. So you've done your work. Okay, you've done your work for the day, and yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. You can do something, get off the screen, you can play a game, you can do anything you want to do, and wait for the next session. As you can see here, it's 1:30. I'm not even bothering. I'm not gonna try to I don't care about what's happening up there right now until my session is hit. That's when I'll start reanalyzing. If I get an opportunity, then I'm gonna take it. And I think I should show you one last thing, which is a bonus for staying this long. Okay, today I had a very nice trade here. Okay, why? Let me show you something. I want to show you something quite quick. Today we had crazy news. We had news at 9. We had, let me just try to bring the calendar here. Oh, let me try to bring the calendar right here. Just show you what we had for today. Okay, because most people don't even know about this calendar. You see this calendar over here? We had news at 9:15. Okay, that was euro, whatsoever news it is. Okay, we don't care. Okay, as long as it's red hot news. Okay, make sure this website is called Forex Factory. Make sure it is the first website you open before opening your charts, because this will interfere with your day, believe me, and I'll show you how. Okay, and most people are not talking about it. That's why I find it funny. Okay, because there are people learning how to trade, but they don't know how. They don't even know about these things. They just get surprised when all their stops are hit without even knowing why. Okay, I did that. That's why I will show you this every day. So make sure your times align with your time zones. Okay, because if you get this ones wrong, as you see, there are many time zones here. If you get this wrong, you will pay the price. Okay, let's see. You just come here. You don't have, this is fundamentals now. You don't, I'm not saying go and understand fundamentals. I don't use fundamentals, okay? But these are important to know. Just know actual is greater than forecast. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency, okay? Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So in this case, it's less. That means it's bad for the euro. Good. Now we're going to the second news about the euro on at the same time. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Oh, good. Now it's less than forecast. That means these two news are bad for the euro. Oh, now let's see. Now let's go to our charts. Just see what's gonna happen, because both news released at 9:15 were bad for euro. We have euro JPY, so this currency has to go down if the euro is falling. So good. This is where the news were released. They went down. Okay. This, and then that was good. However, kindly do note again, 9:30 we have two news again about euro. Okay, same thing. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency, but what happens? Actual is less. Oh, good. Again, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Again, it's less. So this means bad news for euro. Okay, so guys, when you get news like this, you can capitalize. I open my position here just before these news. Yes, I always tell you, stay away from the market before the news and wait for the news to trade, okay? And if you followed me, then you would have taken about 40 pips, or yeah, you would have taken 40 pips. Why? Because I tell you, wait for the news to trade and pull back. Once they pull back, you can count 1, 2, 3, and then that's where you can open your position, because you know that this currency is under the influence of news and it's falling. A pullback, it's these guys locking the profit, so they will fall again. But I took my position here right before the news, and now I'm gonna show you why. You see, they pull back, okay? They went up, they pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up, okay? I took my news here. As you can see, my stop loss is still here. And why did I take my news? Let me show you something quite interesting. Let me remove all this nonsense. Why did I take this news? Why did I take a trade before news? Because look at Friday. Let's go back to Friday. This is just a bonus for you guys, okay? Let's go to Friday. Where was Friday? Friday was the 21st, okay? Friday was the 21st. There were no news on the calendar, okay? Kindly note this. There were no news on the calendar. So if there are no news at the calendar, how do they take the market 190 pips up? This is crazy, guys. There were news throughout this week, but they didn't move the market that much. And they waited for a Friday when there is zero news on the market. Actually, they moved the market to 07 pips. This is crazy. If they move the market, if they pump the market, I posted this on the community, okay? Just look at the community. That's why I posted this, okay? If they pump the market up when there is no news so much, then they are surely gonna correlate, correct, actually they're surely gonna pull back. So I knew that, okay, because of Friday, they pulled the news out. They actually took prices so high in a crazy way when there was no news. I knew even before this one traded, I knew this news were gonna go down. I'm not telling you a lie. I knew this news were gonna go down, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is just consolidation. 1, 2, 3. And then I knew that when they were pushing like this, they were preparing for just dumping the news. So 3 is everywhere. You can't take the number 3 away from the market, but if they move the market so much when there is no news on the calendar, they are surely gonna move it down again. They're gonna reverse, okay? So this is just your bonus. Kindly also practice this, okay? Look at the calendar. If you are backtesting, go back to your dates that you are backtesting, look at the news and all sort of stuff. And I showed you how to trade news, okay, in my previous video. So this was just a bonus for you guys, okay? It's out of the scope of this course, but I think it's also important to just give it as a bonus. So thank